welcome to the Channel Seeds Field at Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex here in Fort Dodge. We're noon on the spot here as we get ready for the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson with you alongside Joanna Settles as we get ready here to start off the 2A tournament portion here with top-seeded Van Meter taking on number 8 East Marshall. And 1 versus 8, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes number 1 comes out. We got the defending state champion here, but 8 comes in. They have nothing to lose. They seeded 8, when they come out and they want to give their best match here.
It is. It's usually a low percentage, but look at Class 4A. Pella came out and stunned Cedar Rapids Xavier, the returning state champion, so you never know what can happen.
Let's take a look at the road to state here for these two teams. For East Marshall, 27-9 on the season, defeated Osage in a kind of an upset there in Region 4. Our team batting average, you see 387. Peyton Grabenbauer, their pitcher, hitting .500 with 4 home runs, 39 RBI. She'll be one of the players to watch today. For Van Meter, 31-2, defeated Exira EHK in the Region 1. Their batting average, .416, best in the state, 337 runs scored. That's about 10 a game. Ava Hohenadel hitting .440 with 10 homers. Jill Wosmanski, 14-1 in the circle, 1.13 ERA. Well, it's heating up here as the sun is kind of burning off some of the clouds, and we could get up in those high heat indexes today, but we're playing on, and that's state softball. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more. We'll have starting lineups and a little more on the pregame coming up after this at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Good morning, oranges. Top of the muffin to ya. Potato salad. We still on for lunch? Great. Sliced bread. You're the best thing I've seen since, well, Oh, hello. Don't think I forgot about you. Friendly yet Fairway. It's more than just a name.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the Girls State Softball Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing state tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among our nation's best and brightest. And Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to recognize both, all while supporting and lifting up the Iowa girl.
With the help of the Iowa Farm Bureau, we celebrate students' efforts not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. The Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to your success and supports our organization and the Iowa Girl. Through millions of dollars they provide in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
As Iowans, we have a lot to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing here today or a fan tuning in, we all play an important role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations to your school on a terrific season, and good luck in the tournament games.
Here at the Girls State Softball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Joanna Settles, the umpires coming out and meeting a home plate with the two coaches here. Let's talk a little bit about these two teams and what you see that they need to do to be successful today.
Just outstanding teams. You have Van Meter, led by their super seniors. They have 7 of them. They completed a perfect 18-0 finish in the West Central Activities Conference. So that's impressive. There are not many teams here that had a perfect record in their conference. And then you look at East Marshall, which is in the purple and black here, the Mustangs, and they just have such great experience with their coach, Jerry Hosky. He has over 400 career wins. And I don't know if you can see, I hope you can, when he takes off his hat. Yes, it's hot pink hair he's got under that hat. It's awesome. I love the energy that brings to the girls.
Yeah, he's got the pink hair. So a lot of girls do that or put the pink ribbons in their hair here for the state tournament. Van Meter, defending state champion. But East Marshall, they got you talk about a mix of experience, several 8th graders in the starting lineup and also then several seniors. You throw in a sophomore and a junior here and there, so you got a wide mix of experience and getting down here. And then Van Meter, as you mentioned, the senior leadership, the team that won the title coming back. So
it's a lot of leadership, but you have the 8th grade pitchers.
Yeah.
So it's really pretty cool. Really, they're just so much unity in their team now. They've gone through the whole summer, and here they are ready to go.
Yeah, they're really not 8th graders anymore. They, able to go through the whole season, and so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out as the temperature has now. It seems like the clouds have moved in, and the clouds are moving in and out. When that sun comes out, it heats up quite a bit, but 92 right now, 93 it says. And I don't know what the heat index is, probably up around 102, 103, but ready for the starting lineups here.
Quarterfinal matchup between the East Marshall Mustangs and the Van Meter Bulldogs. This game today will advance to the 2A semifinal round played tomorrow right next door on Iowa Central Field at 3 o'clock. Now let's meet both teams. First of all, for the visitors from East Marshall. Here are the Mustangs, your non-starters. Number 5, Addie Cole. Number 6, Riley Damon. Number 9, Addie Denham. Number 10, Cindy Hall. Number 11, Amaya Cluck. Number 13, Taylor Halverson. Number 17, Brooke Grandstaff. Number 18, Sophia Adkins. And 31, Jada Smith. Your assistant coaches are Greg Lee and Kayla Stone. Now here's your starting lineup. For the Mustangs of East Marshall, leading off playing left field, number 14, Jenna Boswell. Batting second at first base, number 15, Maya Gravenbauer. Batting third at third base, number 19, Ashton Reeter. Cleanup hitter for the Mustangs, doing the pitching, number 1, Peyton Gravenbauer. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 4, Bailey Grant. Batting sixth in center field, number 7, Beta Bryant. Batting seventh in right field, number 2, Libby Atcher. Batting eighth at shortstop, number 8, Michaela Holla. Batting in the ninth position at second base, number 3, Delaney Ryan. Head coach for East Marshall, Jerry Hosky. Now let's meet the team from Van Meter. Here are your non-starters. Number 1, Ashlyn Small. Number 2, Lily Lindsay. Number 3, Lainey Newhart. Number 5, Delaney Whitedog. Number 7, Audrey Barr. Number 9, Ivy Bott. Number 10, Joanna Williams. Number 13, Annie Netton. Number 16, Mallory Young. Number 21, Bristol Webb. Number 22, Kat Shepard. Number 23, Ella Hennessy. Number 25, Emma Day. And number 27, Lydia Thummel. Your assistant coaches, Josh Floss, Hillary Ullman, Emily Block, and Jordan Billauer. And now here's your starting lineup. of Van Meter. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 12, Finley Nesbitt. Batting second, left field, number 11, Maddie Schnell. Running third, doing the catching, number 17, Kelly Richards. Cleanup hitter for the Bulldogs, the designated player, number 24, Eva Horonado. Batting fifth at second base, number 20, Holly Carritos. Batting sixth in right field, number 4, Bianca Prickett. Batting seventh at third base, number 32, Mara Carritos. Batting eighth at first base, number 18, Alice Ruggles. Batting in the ninth position, doing the pitching, number 6, Shelly Wasmansky. And your flex player at center field, number 14, Katie Botts. Head coach for the Bulldogs, James Flaws. And now fans, please turn to the home plate area. The umpires assigned to this contest by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. At first base, Tom Sullivan. At third base, Mark Shea. And calling the balls and strikes this beautiful afternoon, Tim Frederickson. All right, who's ready for state tournament softball?
Ready for state tournament softball. Well, you are. Before we get started, we'll let you know you're watching the tournament brought to you by the Iowa Farm Bureau, a sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl, cultivating character, work ethic, and leadership on and off the field. By investing in Iowa's youth, you're investing in Iowa's future. All righty. Dar Danielson, Joanna Settles ready to go here. Class 1A. Number 1 versus number 8. And it'll be interesting to see. A good season for East Marshall, their second straight trip to state here. And Van Meter looking to go back to back. And hard to say who has more pressure, but maybe experience of being in the title game and winning gives you more, who knows. But it's a new season, new players too. You lose some, you gain some, and we'll see how it all settles out here.
Yes. Van Meter has been here 4 years in a row, but East Marshall, this is their second year in a row. So they've been here. They played a lot of games. That's what's fun about the softball season is that it's not one and done.
Yeah.
You don't have to go back to school. You just get to stay here all week, hang out with your friends, and keep playing softball.
And for Van Meter, Jill Wasmansky will be in the circle. 1.05 ERA, 5 walks, 43 Ks on the season. And leading it off, Gianna Boswell, an 8th grader, playing left field, hitting .464 with 4 homers.
Impressive. This is 8th grade against 8th grade because Jilly Wasmansky, she's an 8th grader here for Van Meter in the circle as we get started in this 2A 1-8 matchup.
And we're going to get underway. First pitch is going to drop in shallow right field, and the right fielder came in. Bianca Prickett made a throw, but just a little dropped in front of her a little too much. And we lead it off with a single.
Really impressive how Gianna Boswell, the 8th grader, such confidence, steps into that box from the left side and just hits that first pitch. So much aggression, confidence. She's ready to get this game going, and here she is on first base.
Graven Bauer, another 8th grader, as the ball gets by the pitcher.
Yeah, she showed bunt just to distract the catcher a little bit. It worked. They get an easy way to get Gianna to second base. Look for the bunt again, though, here by Maya Grabenbauer.
She's an 8th grader hitting .464, 23 walks, 2 homers, 23 Ks in the number 2 spot. This one fouled off. 1-1.
She wants to hit. No bunting there.
Well, now that you got the runner in there at second, you might as well swing away, huh? Unless, if you got speed. We'll see how they play it. 1-1 the count here. Maya Grabenbauer. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that was a nice inside pitch by the lefty. Going right inside, that's a tough pitch to hit. Lefty on lefty. She has to hit that ball out front and be quicker with her bat.
Here's a 1-2. Chops it foul. And Smansky gets the ball back. Umpire coming out. I think Boswell might have to tie her shoe out there. Yep. So they take care of that. And we're ready to go here. That one's low. Runs count full.
I think we're 2-2.
Or 2-2, excuse me. Yep.
Here we go, 2-2.
That was a foul ball, so that was, yep, 2-2. This one popped up. Foul ground. Third baseman Mara Caridos makes the play. Out number one, fly out to Caridos at third. And that'll bring up Ashton Weeder, a sophomore, hitting .456. As East Marshall trying to bring around that leadoff batter. Swing and a miss.
That was some off speed there. She swung way before. I think the ball was halfway there, and she had already completed her swing. So a nice off-speed call.
And on the outside edge, too, so she had to kind of reach. And
it was, but let's go back to that last play. That last batter, if she would have bunted, now you have a runner on third base. So I like that sacrifice, and you never know if you could force an error. So here we are with a runner on second, just one out.
1-1 count.
Ashton Weeder leads the team here at East Marshall with 47 RBIs. Got her on the off-speed again. Outside again. That off-speed, you know, when there's such a differential with that fastball and that changeup, it makes it difficult for hitters.
Smansky the pitcher, Richards behind the plate. Here's the pitch. That one hangs up. She drives it toward left on the run, making the play in foul ground. Runner cannot advance, but Maddie Schnell.
Ashton Weeder did a nice job of pausing for a moment. She knew she had to go. She had 2 strikes on her. She waited for that, and she still pulled it foul.
Brings up Peyton Grabenbauer. For 2 outs. The pitcher, the junior, hitting .514, 4 homers.
Yeah, she has 56 hits this year.
.1-0 pitch. Hit towards short. Shortstop comes up, gonna throw long, and the throw was a little high. First baseman had to go up and get it. That was gonna be had to be a perfect throw anyway, as deep as that was. And I believe they'll score that a single. We'll see here. Nope, they're going to call it an error. Error on the shortstop with the high throw.
Yes, first baseman for Van Meter, Alice Ruggles. She did a nice job. That ball cannot get past the first baseman, so she had to leave the ground, which losing contact there with first base puts runners on the corners now.
Number 11, Amaya Cluck will be the courtesy runner at first for Grabenbauer.
Amaya Cluck running at first for an IMT Insurance substitution. All substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com. Brings up Braylee Grant, the senior catcher, hitting .358 with 3 homers, heading into the tournament. First pitch hit, going back, off the fence. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in, a stand-up 2 RBI double for Bailey Grant. That is a Channel Seeds extra base hit. Extra Base Hits today brought to you by Channel Seeds. The enhanced Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise.
Bailey Grant, the senior, she's a captain on this East Marshall Mustang team, and you see her leadership there. Even as she gets pinch run for, she's bringing all the hype into the dugout to keep this inning going here with 2 outs.
And that's her 12th double on the year. That brings up Veda Bryan, the center fielder. Takes an off speed for a ball, or a strike rather, excuse me. So 2 in. Runner at second. And 2 outs. A little 2-out rally here. And there's that same pitch a little lower for 2 strikes. So Wismanski coming right back at her.
She's working the outside of the plate nicely. Those are not down the middle. Those are not meatballs by any means. I did think the double was.
Time called. Pitcher took a little while to get set there, and Bryan asked for time, gets out, now back in the box. Inside, got her swinging. To strike out, end the inning, but not before they get 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. At the end of a half inning, 2-0 East Marshall with Van Meter coming to bat in the bottom of the first here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by MidAmerican Energy. And East Marshall, the Mustangs, get off to a good start here. Plating 2. In the top of the first, we go to the bottom of the first with Van Meter. In the circle, Peyton Grabenbauer. She's got a 2.02 ERA, 38 walks, 203 strikeouts, 24-7 record coming in. Bailey Grant behind the plate, Maya Grabenbauer at first, Delaney Ryan at second, Michaela Holla at shortstop, Ashton Weeder at third. The outfield, Gianna Boswell, Veda Bryan, and Libby Atcher left to right for East Marshall. Leading it off, Finley Netton, the shortstop, hitting .406, 6 home runs. Netton will step in. Holds on the first one, it's a strike.
Yeah, she has 40 hits on her 90 at-bats. So impressive. Love the speed, the aggressiveness of Finley Netton, and so do the Panthers at UNI, which is where she's headed.
That's a good school. I'm an alum. 0-2.
My dad thinks so, too.
No 2 pitch from Grabenbauer. High.
Thought it'd be out of the range.
Yeah,
Not
I didn't
quite
think
that far out of the range,
Yeah.
but hey, 0-2, you can kind of do what you want.
Rose on her low mitten. The idea is to get the batter to try to chase it, but Netton said, nah. Here's the 1-2 now. This one comes right in, popped up high on the infield. Second baseman coming over, makes the play just to the right of second base. Delaney Ryan with the fly out. 1 away here for Van Meter. That'll bring up Maddie Schnell, the freshman left fielder. She's hitting .444. 3 home runs, 43 walks, 32, or 3 doubles, excuse me. Trying to read my own handwriting. Swing and a miss. Here's where Van Meter kind of, you're down, but got to use that experience, and you can't get it all back Oh, one time. You got to just be patient. There's a bunt.
Right, they haven't even had a chance yet. No, I like how Maddie really waited to show bunt, tried to go opposite field to lay one down and just open that bat up a little too much to have it go foul. But a good idea. We won't see that again at this time as she has an 0-2 count. You can see her choke up just a little bit. She's got to protect the plate here.
Maddie Schnell steps in. 0-2 here. Lifts it toward left center. Center fielder coming in. Takes it on the run. Veda Bryan. 2 outs now. And brings up Callie Richards, the catcher, hitting .500 on the season.
Good contact on that ball by Maddie Schnell. She knows she has a couple more times to the batting lineup here.
A little breezy today, not quite as breezy as it was yesterday, but that one's
very thankful for this breeze of 10 miles an hour.
It is nice to have.
We need it.
some
The
breeze.
humidity is
And the clouds are
so
helping
high.
a little bit, keep the sun under, but it's a lot closer and warmer than it was yesterday.
These girls are used to it.
Yep.
Summer softball in Iowa is a lot of heat. You kind of have to embrace it. I know
Embrace it,
I'm
yeah.
from Columbus, and we said, hey, this is Wildcat weather. Let's go. So these
Yeah.
girls love it. They're used to it. You just have to stay hydrated and go get a hit.
That's high. Yeah, you either playing baseball, and back in my day, it was detasseling, baling hay and stuff out in the heat, and you just keep drinking water.
Yep.
2-1 the count.
2 outs here, trying to keep this inning alive.
Swinging, just got a piece of it. 2-2.
Peyton Grabenbauer, the junior pitcher in the circle for East Marshall, has 203 strikeouts this season. So she loves this 2-strike scenario.
This one chopped. It's fair, and the first baseman, Maya Grabenbauer, will step on first base, and Van Meter goes down in order in the top of the first. So we'll come to the top of the second with West Marshall leading 2-0 here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Different people have different needs, so Delta Dental of Iowa has affordable dental and vision coverage that meets you where you are. Small business on a budget? We have options with no employer costs. Traditional Medicare plans don't cover dental, but we do. And if you can't get benefits at work, you can buy direct from us. Plus, we give back to local communities, so you help make an impact. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, for your community.
We'll go to the top of the second here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network. It'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters for East Marshall. They do not use a flex or DP. They just go the straight 9 players, and a lot of times the smaller schools you'll see do that because their rosters aren't as big. And it'll be Jilly Womansky in the circle, Callie Richards behind the plate, Alice Ruggles at first, Haley Corrados at second, Finley Netton at short, Mara Corrados, at third, Maddie Schnell, Katie Bott, and Bianca Prickett in outfield left to right, if I can get it out here. The heat affecting my speech a little, I think, you know.
It can do that.
Yeah.
Well, Van Meter, they went 3 up, 3 down offensively in the bottom of that first inning, but they made contact. So there's going to be a lot of hits today, a lot of action, and I can't wait.
Libby Atcher, the right fielder, takes ball 1.
She has 34 hits on the season, 26 RBIs, or 31 RBIs.
347 batting average. Takes that one for a strike. Getting the communication device there. So the coach can talk to her. 1-1. This one ripped hard at the shortstop. And Finley Netton gloves it for out number 1.
Henry Netton with
Nice drive there by Libby Etcher. Just didn't find a hole in the defense of the Bulldogs.
Brings up Michaela Holla, the shortstop, hitting .338. Takes the ball.
Kelly Richards tried to frame that for the ump. It was just a bit outside.
Swing, and I think she got just a piece of that. Either way, it's a strike. One out here now. Top of the second, this 2A, or 1A, excuse me, matchup. Or no, 2A. There's a strike.
I like that ball was a little higher. Julie's been working the lower part, the outside part of that strike zone, and there she went a little higher and was able to find a nice strike in there.
And there Richards set up outside. The ball came outside, but Holla wasn't buying that one. 2-2. Set up outside again. And pitch is there, but Holla not reached on that. Full count. Number 8 batter, number 2 batter here in the inning. Comes back inside, it's fouled.
Right at Coach Hosky.
Giving her a little instruction there as she steps out. Three-two pitch again. Right in, this one ripped foul, way ahead of that one.
Love the battle here with Hala and Wasminski.
7 pitch at bat right now.
Look for an off speed to come by Van Meter.
Oh, that one right on the edge. Caught her looking for the strikeout. They come outside, missed a few times with that one right there. Brings up Delaney Ryan, the second baseman. The senior, hitting .429.
She's another one of the captains for East Marshall.
That one comes in high. Off the hands, foul. Delaney Ryan. One count, 2 outs here. East Marshall trying to start something with 2 outs and turn the order over back to the top. That one hit the shortstop, can't pick it up. And it'll be an error. And that'll bring up the top of the order.
It was hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
You really have to give with that ball, and she was, with her movement, she wasn't able to have soft enough hands on that one.
And we've seen a few different skips on this diamond here. I don't know if since it was wet and it gets torn up a little bit, but either way, yeah. So runner at first now, Gianna Boswell singled and scored her last time up. To lead it off, she takes a strike here.
She has 30 RBIs this season, so Gianna Boswell definitely looking to keep this inning going with 2 outs and a runner on.
That one outside. 1-2, or 1-1, excuse me. Ryan over at first. This one lifted high. Third baseman comes over, makes the play. Mira Corrados ends the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base at the end of 1.5. 2-0. East Marshall with Van Meter coming to bat here. The 4, 5, 6 hitters when we come back with the bottom of the second at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Warm, sunny day in Fort Dodge. Class 2A State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Van Meter. They trail 2-0 here after getting up 2 in the first. Went down in order in the bottom of the first, so it'll be Ava Hohenadel, the designated player. The senior will come into bat, hitting .437. Peyton Grabenbauer in the circle. Bailey Grant catching. Maya Grabenbauer at first. Delaney Ryan at second. Michaela Holla at short. Ashton Weeder at third. First one's a strike. Outfield is Boswell, Bryan, and Atcher, left to right for East Marshall. This one right over the top of the pitcher. It hits, but it's going to die there. And the diving second baseman, Delaney Ryan, won't get to it for an infield single. And that'll bring up Haley Corrados, the second baseman. And the flex, Katie Vaught, the flex will go to run for an IMT insured substitution.
You see the first base coach there filling her in. Hey, there's no outs. We're only in the second inning. Really watch those signals. And that's Hillary Ullman. She's a teacher. She won a state title when she was at Carlisle, and she is due with baby number 2 next week.
High pitch off is Vaught.
If he thought she might take second on that first pitch there.
Vaught has 1 stolen base. Makes there, 1-1.
East Marshall's catcher, Bailey Grant, is a senior. She's quick back there, ready to throw to first. Looking to throw her out at second.
Shows bunt, gets back, and the ball caroms off of Vaught. So that was called a ball. 2-1 to count. I don't know what they were asking, if there was
if she went or not, if she kept interference or if she kept that bat out there to see if she went.
Oh, okay, yeah, right, on the bunt. Now she does keep it out there and sacrifices the runner around.
Nice sacrifice bunt laid down there by Hallie Corrados.
Brings up Brianna Prickett, the right fielder, senior, hitting .480. Bianca Prickett.
Look for her to slap. She's in the back of the box here. This is Bianca.
Holds out like she might bunt or slap. Strategy going on here at run at second would have the score.
It's amazing the intensity that increases with one person on.
Oh, they're going to go to third, and they got her dead to rights over there. Caught stealing.
Yeah, little fielder's choice there.
And the runner was going on contact, and the pitcher just saw that, went right over there. So,
right, she got there a little quicker. She almost wanted to get into pickle, and she couldn't get out.
There's a strike. Mara Corrados, the freshman, third baseman, hitting .463, steps in, but now 2 outs with the runner at first.
Mara brings a lot to this team. She is the chant leader for the Bulldogs.
That one, a slow roller, and it's going to get through.
It's going to get through everybody, through third base, through shortstop with the backhand.
You know, I think this field is a little different because there's been so much water on it. You know, normally we're sitting here, and even when they spray it down at the start, we get dust as it dries out. But I think it's a little wetter than normal, which might, like, you know, you hit the green on the golf course, slow it a little bit. I don't know, that's just my, nothing to back that up, but just what I've seen of the rolls here early. Alice Ruggles, the senior first baseman, steps in now. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. That one's low.
Nice stop by Bailey Grant.
Because you're still seeing, you know, when you look out there, kind of, it's not dry infield, but we've had a lot of rain lately. Right to the third baseman, and got it in time. Over the fielder's choice.
Sometimes you have to get in front of that ball and just knock it down, and good things can happen defensively, and that's what it was for Ashton Weeder at third base for East Marshall, getting the third out.
Ends the inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. At the end of 2 complete, 2-0, and East Marshall coming up to bat with the 2-3-4 batters when we come back at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. The well-being of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in grades 9 through 12 who participate in a sanctioned sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Start the inning, Maya Grabenbauer, the first baseman, fouls it off to start the top of the third for East Marshall. Here, watching the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Joanna Settles with you in this 2A matchup. Grabenbauer flied out to third base on her first time up, hits it to second, and the easy 4-3 put out for out number 1. Well, Van Meter threatened a little bit in that last inning, but ran themselves out of it, get caught stealing. Brings up Ashton Weeder, the sophomore, flied out to left for last time up.
That changeup didn't quite get there, and you can see her grip as she releases that.
Yeah, just
turned it.
Dropped short of the batter's box even and came in, but .1-0 to Weeder. Over the head of the third baseman. Drops into left field. Left fielder is there. Big turn at first, and she's going to get back as she sees the ball into the shortstop. Dives back, but the coach probably told her turn and look at it, and she did. because it was kind of deep over there in left field, but a good relay in to the shortstop, and she gets back. That brings up Peyton Grabenbauer, who reached on an error and scored the second run for East Marshall back in the first inning. 0 for 1 today, and takes that changeup for a strike.
Nice off speed by the 8th grader, Jilly
Wasmansky.
She is the only 8th grader on defense here for Van Meter, and they have 7 seniors. They have their designated hitter. They have
that one hit deep to right, caught by Brianna Pickett.
One of the seniors, so center field, right field, first base, second base, shortstop, catcher, and DP are all seniors here for this Van Meter squad.
Bring up Bailey Grant, the catcher. She doubled to drive in the 2 runs.
2 outs here in inning 3.
There's a strike.
Always good to get ahead in the count there. I like it.
Yeah, and she hit that double with 2 outs. Drove in the 2 runs to give them the lead. Now down 0-1 in the count. That one looked pretty good, just a little out of the zone and off speed.
You can hear Coach Jerry Hosky, attack it. He wants her to get a hit.
1-1. And just caught a piece of that, so it's a foul ball. Runner can't advance.
Ticked foul.
1-2 now. Wasmansky ahead of the batter. And fouls off another one.
Bailey Grant is battling in the box. One of the captains for East Marshall, the catcher. Only has 1 ball. She's got to really wait for that off speed.
Catcher sets up inside, hits it roller to the second baseman. And out. There's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. The end of 2.5, 2-0. East Marshall. Van Meter will come in the bottom of the 3rd, trying to change that here at the Girls State Softball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the 2025 Girls State Softball Championships. They're brought to you by the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud sponsors of the Girls Athletic Union, the Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to championing the talent, determination, and potential of our young athletes, the future of Iowa. Well, we go to the bottom of the 3rd here, and it'll be number 9, then the top of the order for Van Meter. And we got it's 13. That's Aniston Netton coming in to bat.
Yes, and that's Finley's younger sister. This is the 8th grader here.
Yeah, he announced Wasmansky, the pitcher, but it's not her.
It's not her. The freshman lefty.
Yeah.
This is number 9 in the batting order.
Takes the ball.
Yep, she drops her hands. Looks to bunt, and you can see both the corners coming in, ready for that bunt coverage.
Netton takes a strike. fouled it off.
2-2 we go.
Well, I got her hitting 406 going into this, right? Or no, 429. So, good ball, 2-2.
Yep, a little high. Good patience.
This one hit high on the left side and into the fence. She made the catch. Gianna Boswell.
Here it is, the 8th grader.
See, it's drifting over there. Here she comes and makes the catch and slides right in there. Wasn't too hard into the wall because she kind of got her feet down, but lucky they didn't get knocked out of there.
It's a fun defensive highlight.
Brings up Finley Netton. She flied out the second her last time up. And there's a strike.
She paused on her swing because it was outside, and she thought, yes, no, and now she wishes she would have gone.
Well, Van Meter still trying to get a rhythm offensively. That one's low.
Finley Netton, the leadoff, wants to get on. She has 32 stolen bases this season. She has wheels.
One pitch. This one hit high, hit deep, and gone. Home run. Finley Netton, number 7. She's have the score. A Channel Seeds extra base hit.
No wheels needed on that one. She gets to trot. That brings a lot of energy. There it is.
Fell behind the feet fleet sign.
Goes deep to left center. It's 200 all the way around. It's up and over. Finley Netton, the senior shortstop.
Extra base hits brought to you by Channel Seeds. So a game now is a 1-run ball game. Maddie Schnell comes up. She flied out to center her last time up.
Yes, the lefty, she has 30 stolen bases on the season. So this 1-2 power punch for Van Meter to start off their batting order is speedy on the bases, unless they hit it out.
Yeah, then you don't want to go too fast because you don't want to show up the other team, but there's a strike. One and one. Let's see if that adds a charge to the whole offense here. Rip one right into right center is Maddie Schnell. So back-to-back hits here.
East Marshall's pitcher, Peyton Gravenbauer, she has 203 strikeouts on the season, but 147 hits before today on her. So she's definitely a hittable pitcher, and you can see Van Meter getting hot as of late.
Callie Richards, she grounded out the first her last time up. Takes one there. She's the catcher.
Only one out here. Looking for the signs from first base is Maddie Schnell.
Tying runner over at first now. Takes a strike. Throw down. Schnell calls time, steps up.
She better call time. The first baseman's holding it on her, which
right
is smart.
over there, yeah.
That's what you do. East Marshall's Maya Gravenbauer, the 8th grader, better hold it on. I got someone out once because they just stood up. You got to call time.
Runner going. The throw is wide of the bag. Now she'll go as it's kicked into center field. And now the tying run at third.
Did I mention the speed
of
Maddie Schnell? She doesn't take one, she takes 2 at a time. That's 32 extra bases that she's stolen this season. Man, she was fast.
So now, tying run at third, 2-1 count. Callie Richards.
I thought the throw was good.
Yeah, it
by
was.
Bailey Grant. It was on the money.
I just got bobbled. I couldn't see with the umpire in front of us here. There's a bunt. Lays it down. Comes up. Now they got her hung up at third. Threw back in. Got her.
Great job by pitcher Peyton Grabenbauer. Freezing the runner. Freeze the runner. Run at him. Force him back to the third base, not towards home, and go get her. Excellent defense.
Yeah. Perfect run down there. And on the fielder's choice, Richards goes to second. We're going to have a pinch runner for her, which is number 9, Ivy Bott, for an IMT insurance substitution. Brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com. Wow, this has been a action-packed inning here.
It's great. Love the bunt by Callie Richards. Notice she does get to second base with all the chaos going on.
But it makes it a little farther away, that tying run, and now you got another out. So now a clean hit.
Yes, now Maddie Schnell's like, I jumped off that base a little too far.
Yeah, because it wasn't a suicide squeeze. It was just the bunt and wait and see, and she came too far off. And
usually you get off a step less off the base, wait for the throw from the pitcher to first, and then take off.
Ripped down the third baseline. It doesn't going to matter now as the tying run will come in on the double by Hohennaedel.
Ava Hohennaedel.
Channel Seeds extra base hit.
She's given all the love to her dugout. That was a rip down the third base line.
Learn more at channel.com/rise. So Hohennaedel, she's 2 for 2, and that single got caught stealing at third, and now, well, Van Meter's been aggressive on the base pass. They've got caught a couple times, but they've also been hitting the ball well, and there they bring the runner in from second. Brings up Haley Corrados, the second baseman. She sacrificed her first time up. Takes the ball.
It's barely high.
The bright pink batting gloves there.
Corrados sacrifice bunted her last at bat. It's a good pitch.
1-1. This one lifted over the head of the shortstop. It's going to get to the wall. Pinch runner will come in. Another double and an RBI double.
Hohennaedel and Corrados trade places.
Another Channel Seeds extra base hit brought to you by Channel Seeds. Learn more at channel.com/rise. And now a meeting in the circle here.
Back-to-back doubles by the Bulldogs.
And let's see, Corrados on the season. I don't have her for any doubles.
She's got one now.
Wait a minute. Whoop. No, 2, so she got 3. These smaller numbers, I didn't print out my bigger sheet today, so that's her third double. So we got a home run, a single, 2 doubles, and Van Meter goes from down 2-0 to up 3-1.
Yes, Netton has scored, Richards has scored, Hohennaedel has scored, and now Bianca Prickett is up with a runner on second.
Yep, she sacrificed, or grounded out on the fielder's choice, I should say. So big lead off out there by Corrados. Van Meter, aggressive running the bases. They've been caught a couple times, but it's paid off in this inning with some hitting.
Man, it's not often you have back-to-back doubles.
No.
Hohennaedel and Corrados, that's just fun.
So they got a home run, a single, 2 doubles. If they get a triple, they'll hit for the cycle in this inning.
There you go.
Low ball 2.
So you want Bianca to hit a triple here. Okay.
I don't want anybody to do anything. I'm not saying that.
You're just like, hey, why not?
I'm just quoting your stats here.
Well, East Marshall is ready to lock down this defense and get out of this inning. They have 2 outs, and they're done with all these hits by Van Meter.
We don't want to get the East Marshall fans on me. He's rooting for a triple. No, I'm just pointing out the fact. Okay, 3-1 here. And Joanna, get me in trouble. This one, chopper to short, comes up. Not in time. Runner comes around and scores. Boy, Prickett legged that out. It was deep over there, but
Hallie Corrado's super fast from second to home.
Well, on 2 outs, she was running too, so.
The stretch by the first baseman, Maya Grabenbauer, was outstanding. That's a great photo op, but man, she stretched as hard as she could.
The Corrados was way down the line quickly. Yeah.
She was really fast down the line, and Hala was playing deep. It wasn't a super hard hit ball because she fielded it cleanly and threw it hard.
So that brings up Mara Corrados, the freshman.
This is a speedy Van Meter team.
Third baseman. She singled her last time up. She squares, pulls, takes a strike. And Prickett, 19 stolen bases. This one is lifted high over the screen on the left side.
That was a high outside pitch.
So Grabenbauer ahead. 0-2 in the count here.
Mara Corrado's the freshman.
This one fouled.
It's a little off-speed action by Peyton Grabenbauer. Trying to throw her hitters off.
Oh, 2 again, 2 outs, runner at first. 4 runs in the inning for Van Meter to take the lead. That one fouled again. East Marshall trying to shut it off and get back in. Deals. Shortstop, go to second, and that was a little closer than what it.
It was very close.
So 4 runs on. Well, we'll talk about that when we come back. Let's take a break. We'll come back with more after this at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/wecare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Back here at the Girls State Softball Tournament, we'll go to the top of the 4th inning. And the bottom of that 3rd, it was 4 runs and 5 hits. No errors and 1 left on for Van Meter as they got the bats going. A homer, 2 singles, and 2 doubles to go from down 2 to up 2. And East Marshall will come up to bat with the 6, 7, and 8 batters.
But what an inning for Van Meter. 8 through their lineup. Man, 2 singles, 2 doubles back to back.
And then the home run. Yeah, so little everything there.
And, that's even with that aggressiveness by Maddie Schnell, who was out on that fielder's choice. And so taking those risks still bring, that aggressive attitude, that aggressive base running can lead to a lot of things, and that's how they play ball.
Because, it puts the defense, too. They got to be ready for anything, and sometimes it could force an error by the defense, but also just some hard hit balls in that inning.
It was. I also want to point out there were no errors. Those were legit, base hits, and so the defense did a nice job.
Are you going to point that fan my way, or
I brought one for you too.
Oh,
there you go, Dar. We have fans. They're not doing much.
They don't move that.
They don't move the air much.
The handheld fans here, and they're taking a little hydration break here for everybody because of the heat. 92 with a 106 heat index, or no, that's the time.
It feels like 106.
It feels like it, doesn't
look, it's 107 now.
107.
Don't follow the clock, Dar. No, but it was at 94% humidity, so it is just hot. Want to make sure we keep our officials safe, give them a minute to cool down, get them in the shade, get some extra liquids, and we'll get back to playing.
Here you go. You can take that fan. It doesn't feel like it's doing much, but anyway, I appreciate the effort. Good color person always brings the fans there.
I got you, Dar.
Now you can tell Paul, at least I had two fans here. All righty. Having fun in the heat, and now East Marshall, they want to get back out to bat and see if they can get the bats going here against Julie Wozmansky. As everybody taking the hydration break, it'll be 6, 7, and 8. Veda Bryan, the center fielder, will lead it off here. She struck out.
And you can see a Van Meter here with the pitching change. They go from Julie Wozmansky to number 13, Aniston Netton. Of course, Finley's younger sister, the 8th grader. She has pitched 62 and a third innings this season. She has, they've had 38 hits against her and 76 strikeouts.
And I kind of wondered because they made the pinch hit, but it wasn't the flex. They went a straight change and brought in Netton to pitch. So
they did. We didn't know that, but
I was thinking it, but yeah.
Yeah, you were reading their minds.
There was so much action going on there. But anyway, so that would be an AMT insurance substitution at pitcher.
Yes, and East Marshall ready to get back at it with the bat, starting off with number 6, Veda Bryan, the center fielder. They want to get on base and see what they can do offensively this inning.
First batter to face the new pitcher here. This one's low.
There's a ball. Also a shout out. It's late here in July in Iowa. It's also the Shrine Bowl, so we can talk a little football, honoring those stud seniors that play football. And I don't know, did you hear if the North or South won?
I didn't hear.
It was the South. I'm from further south than Highway 30, so it was the South with the last second kick, and that was by Van Meter's Adlai Loonsbury, the 6'4" kicker, won it 16-13 for the South in the Shrine Bowl.
Here's a strike. Well, Van Meter's had a lot of their sports just doing well. 1-2 here.
It gets contagious. Winning can be contagious, which is a great thing.
They still play that in the Unidome, or do they play it?
Yes, I know it was in the, yep.
Here's the 1-2. Low.
Because of the heat. Who'd want to be outside?
Yeah. Well, we're crazy enough to be here. But
I think it's crazy fun. All right,
yeah,
here we go.
It is fun. You're right.
Veda Bryan here with a 2-2 count in the 4th.
East Marshall looking to get. That one comes inside on her.
Good at bat here by Veda Bryan, kind of working over this new pitcher, Aniston Netton for Van Meter.
Yeah, and it's warm, but it may take her a little bit of time to kind of get into groove and get her spots. Chopper, foul.
It's also different because Wozmansky was the lefty, and now they go to the righty, so I like the mix-up.
Yeah, and you see she's, even though it's warm out there, she's wearing the full sleeve on that pitching arm.
She is. Who was at Western Dubuque yesterday with their starter, then their backup, then back to their starter, so lots of pitching changes.
This one fouled off.
Good, some good speed there by Netton on that fastball. Trying to get her.
Hanging tough, Veda Bryan fouls off 2 here. 7th pitch at bat now.
Yeah, Veda Bryan did strike out last time, so maybe she's happy to see another pitcher as East Marshall goes 6, 7, 8 in their lineup.
And there she fouls that one. Yeah, that is either two-way or maybe she figured it out late what was going on, and now you got to face somebody else. But either way. Three-two again. She's fouled 3 pitches off. See what happens. That one's low. Walks her.
Excellent at bat by Veda Bryan for East Marshall.
Yeah, and this, I mean, you need base runners right now.
That's our first walk of the game. Is that correct? That's what I have.
Yeah. And by
here in inning 4.
Netton, yep. And that brings up Atcher, the right fielder, who hit a line drive right at the shortstopper last time up. Fouls that one off. Swung a little late on it on that riser.
Yes, Netton did throw a lot of strikes to that first batter there.
Yeah, that ended up being 9 pitches. And Bryan outlasted her and got the walk. Here's the 0-1. Squares, bunch it down, beauty down the right side. They get the out, but the sacrifice moves the runner over.
Excellent defense by Innocent Netton, jumping off the mound to field the ball and fire it to first.
Brings up Michaela Holla, the shortstop. She struck out looking her last time up. And now East Marshall working the offense a little bit. Runner in scoring position, 1 out. Held on it and nope. Umpire says she did not hold on it. It's a strike.
Michaela Holla couldn't stop that bat fast enough. She struck out without swinging on her last at bat in the second inning.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Some nice heat by Innocent Netton.
Big pitch here for Netton. Chopper foul. Netton 11-0, a record on the season. 76 strikeouts, 30 walks. And 18 appearances. That one's high. And obviously when you're the 1 seed, you got a lot of pitching. Chopper back to the pitcher. She'll throw to first. It'll advance the runner to third, but it'll be 2 outs now.
And Innocent Netton helping her own cause.
And bring up number 9 batter, Delaney Ryan, the second baseman. She reached on an error by the shortstopper last time up.
But put it in play.
Yeah, put it in play.
You never know what'll happen.
All right, and you could, that run comes in from third, you've cut the lead down.
Big opportunity.
That one low and scooped up by Richards.
For Delaney Ryan here as she has her teammate on third base. She'd like another RBI here.
Aniston Netton in the circle. Richards behind the plate. Swing and a big cut. Got a piece of it. 1-1.
Look for Netton to go high again on her.
Got a piece of that one too. 1-2. Just a little nick of it. And now Netton ahead in the count.
She is Callie Richards, the catcher, doing a nice job for Van Meter, especially with that runner on third base in scoring position.
This one gonna go foul. hung up there. Just carried foul.
Veda Bryan on third base, waiting for Delaney Ryan's hit.
1-2, 2 outs, runner at third. Over the head of the pitcher, gonna drop. Can the short? No, can't get there. An infield single RBI.
Ryan safe at first. Ryan scores.
Well, that was unique.
I think they're gonna call that a single. Yeah.
I think it's an error.
Is it error?
I'd call that an error. Let's see.
Left fielder, Gianna Boswell.
Let's see what they do on that. And that brings up the top of the order, Gianna Boswell. She singled and scored. Flight out to third. Hits it to short. Deep is short, can't handle it. And that is an error. Well, what did you say? You said put the ball in play, and what have they done?
That's what you do. Again, you don't. It's always hard to read how it's going to hop, what's going to happen. You have to have those soft hands to field it cleanly, and even fielding it cleanly, you aren't guaranteed the out.
And sometimes you think about that runner at third, even though there, you know, you 2 outs if they get to first, but then that ball kind of dropped over in there and couldn't get to it. So we'll see what. So Van Meter has cut the lead down to 1. The tying run now at first. There's 2 outs. Maya Graben, the first baseman, comes up. She fly it out and grounded out, 0 for 2 on the day. There's a strike. One. It's a ball. A little faint over there at first by Boswell, but she wasn't going anywhere.
2 outs, runners on first and second. That's what Van Meter wanted to talk about. Third base can just touch her bag, keep everybody relaxed defensively, field it cleanly.
Catcher drops the ball, but
quickly picks it up.
A strike, 1 and 2. Yeah, I forgot about that runner. This position right here, it's hard to see over the umpire and the batter. So 1-2, runners at first and second, 2 outs here. So that runner at second would be the tying run. Swing and a miss, struck her out. But
the Mustangs put 1 on the board. They're down 4-3.
1 run here, and it makes it 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 4th here, and Van Meter coming up to bat with 8-9 and then the top at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong schools build strong communities. That's why they proudly support the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this Girls State Softball Championship. By supporting Iowa's youth, they're helping build Iowa's future. Well, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Now a 1-run ball game as East Marshall battle back a little bit. It'll be the 8-9 and then the top of the order here. Jilly Wozmansky, the pitcher. Alice Ruggel first, the first baseman, and then the pitcher. She grounded out on the fielder's choice last time up.
She did. You can see the corners playing pretty deep on her. She does like to sneak in a bunt here or there, so it's not out of the question for her to do so. But let's talk about the top of the inning. East Marshall scored a run on without having a hit.
Yep.
That's a rare half inning for them. There were 2 errors and 2 left on, but not a hit, but got around the bases. Veda Bryan.
There's a strike. And the key there, the runner that scored, the walk.
A walk and 2 errors can add up to something not good for the defense.
But for Van Meter, they're still up by a run here. And
they are. Lots of action.
I got a feeling we might see a little more scoring before all said and done in this one, though. Here's the 2-1, fouled off, 2-2.
Yeah, we highly doubt that 4-3 will be the final score of this game. Too much action. Some great pitching by both squads, but the hitting has been outstanding. The seven hits, including 5 last inning by Van Meter.
Here's the 2-2, ripped high towards center, and off the glove of the center fielder. Rounding into second. The throw was not too bad, but she's gonna get in there with the double for Alice Ruggles. A Channel Seeds extra base hit. Brought to you by Channel Seeds. Learn more at channel.com/rise.
She doesn't even slide. She's like, I'm taking the stand up. Here we go. That is the 3rd double for Van Meter.
Veda Bryan got back there, but she was getting close to the fence and then had a little trouble with it. Ashlyn Small will come in to run for Van Meter for an IMT insured substitution.
She has 3 stolen bases on the year.
And Jillian Wozmanski will.
I think it's back to Aniston Netton.
Where we go? Whoop. Where are we at? Oh, That's right. I'm sorry.
We had the substitution.
Yeah, that's right. Netton came in to pitch. Let me make that notation. Right. She hit in the 3rd and came back in. Tries to lay down the bunt. And she's out. She was out of the box when she hit it. And she's saying what?
Yeah, Coach James, or Van Meter's Coach James Flaws doesn't understand.
Because she's pointing up there and says, hey. Oh, but the umpire called it right away.
He did.
So that goes as a strikeout.
Put out goes to the catcher. Top of the order now for Van Meter.
That brings up the top of the order for Van Meter. Finley Netton, she flied out the second and hit a home run. Her second time up, 1 for 2.
But bunting like that, it's almost like fielding. You can field and be in the right position and have your hand and your glove in the right place. But if you take your eyes off the ball and start throwing it before you fielded it, it's easier to have an error. And in that situation, she was almost running to first base before she laid down that bunt cleanly.
Hit the short and over in time for the put out.
Nice scoop by East Marshall's Maya Grabenbauer on first base.
Throw from Michaela Hollow. So 2 away now. Brings up Maddie Schnell, the freshman left fielder. She singled last time up, was caught stealing. And at that point, it kind of looked like their momentum got shut down a little bit because that was out number 2. But then they go on to hit 2 doubles and a single and add a couple more runs as she takes a ball.
Yeah, Philly Netton was out at first there, but she did get the runner Small to third base on that out.
Ball 2.
Maddie Schnell, we saw that her speed last time as she stole first and second on the same play. Or sorry, second and third on the same play.
Strike. 2-1. Lifted high toward left. Gianna Boswell goes over, makes the play, and ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. At the end of 4 complete, 4-3 here. And they're going to take a 3-minute break for water. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
At the Girls State Softball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, the Girls Union Digital Network. In between innings, they're taking a little extra break for hydration with the heat the way it is right now. And Dar Danielson, Joanna Settles here.
As you look at the scoreboard here in inning 5, 4 hits for East Marshall, 8 hits for Van Meter, 4-3 with Van Meter ahead, but you really feel like this could go either way because when one team gets hot, they really get hot. And so...
and you mentioned the last inning, they got a leadoff walk, did East Marshall, and then a sacrifice, a ground out, a couple errors, and all of a sudden they get a run in off of that. So, yeah, it's just... and we'll see, too, because... Aniston Netton came in to pitch, and she hadn't quite, I don't think, settled in just yet in the second inning facing these batters. So we'll see what happens. And I don't know if that was a planned thing because of innings pitched before or what, but or maybe they just go by, because it was a straight trade out with pitchers there. So
right, if it was all pre-planned.
Pre-planned, you do? Yeah, I don't know.
Right, because Westmansky did a nice job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But
and really, Netton did fine. I mean, when there's...
Yeah, and she came into bat before they knew they had that lead, so it was just a straight trade out there before, everything went. So it'll be, again, Netton in the circle, Callie Richards catching, Alice Ruggles at first, Hallie Corrados at second, Finley Netton at short, Mara Corrados at third. The outfield, left to right, Maddie Schnell, Katie Vaught, and Bianca Prickett. Here, as we get all hydrated. That breeze still, man, I think it's picked up and it feels really good. The one time I'm not complaining about the breeze blowing through press row here with the heat.
Hold on to your papers, but it does.
Yeah.
I'm glad for the umps, for the players and coaches that it does have a nice breeze here and the fans.
So it'll be Ashton Weeder, the third baseman, to lead it off. She flied out to left, singled, and was stranded in the third. So 1 for 2 today. Came in hitting .456. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, she ripped one down that third baseline last time at bat. I think there's a little more velocity on this Netton pitching.
There's a strike. She gets out right away, 0-2 on the first batter.
You always feel good as a pitcher, that 0-2 count. You want something close and hope they bite on this next one.
That one's high. Not biting on that, though. One-two. Netton looks into Richards. Deals it high again.
Coach Hosky reminding her to protect the plate. If it's close, look for Ashton to trigger.
See that outfield look? This one up, right up the middle.
She hits the ball hard again.
Over second base, yeah. And she's popped him. That was a laser down third. Now up through the middle. Weeder back-to-back singles. She represents the tying run. Ravenbauer reached on an error and scored, flied out to right. Chance now to help her own cause. Catcher sets up inside, and that's where the pitch goes, and it's a strike.
Nice location with that low inside pitch. That one a little farther inside. Richards grabs it. Weeder staying fairly close to the bag over there. This one, chopper to third. She'll go to second, back to first. Double play. Kratos to Ruggles is how you call it. 6-4, 4-3, double play. And that'll bring up Bailey Grant, who doubled in the 2 runs in the first inning. That's sure a fun play defensively. My goodness, it has to be that quick one-hopper to third base to Corrados. That makes it fun. They turn 2 nicely.
And Weeder, nothing against her, but she wasn't the fastest runner at first, and you could see that by the lead she took over there. But
she leads the statistics in the team in RBIs. Yeah. Right? She hits the ball hard, and she prefers to have more people on base than no one like she did.
But that one lifted high and over for strike 1. So, but as you said, a good hard-hit ball, you got to have that to turn the double in softball, girls softball anyway. So here's the 2-1 now. And there's the ball. That's the first traditional double play I've seen in a while here in softball.
Anna Sidnetton a little frustrated with that call. She's got some good movement, but it is ending up outside of the zone.
3-1. This one lifted. Drops in. Second baseman got her. Hallie Corrados picks and throws, and a big defensive inning by Van Meter gets him out of that leadoff single with the double play. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Van Meter leading 4-3 here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people. who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It'll be the 3-4-5 batters here for Van Meter. Callie Richards, the catcher, grounded out, reached on the fielder's choice and scored back in the third. And she'll lead it off here against Peyton Grabenbauer. Grant catching. Maya Grabenbauer at first, Delaney Ryan at second, Michaela Holla at short, Ashton Weeder at third, Boswell, Bryan, and Hatcher outfield left to right for East Marshall.
A little fifth inning stretch there, and it was root for the Bulldogs and root for the Mustangs.
And they both had a lot of fans. The cheers were pretty even, weren't they, when they did that?
Yes.
Strike. It'll probably be Van Meter a little farther to get here than East Marshall. Maybe just a bit. You can go from Marshall County, then Van Meter's a little farther south.
Not a bad drive.
1-1. Either way, there's a swing, miss. Good fan representation for both these teams here today.
1-2 count here in favor of pitcher Peyton Grabenbauer from East Marshall.
By the first baseman, and even if the right fielder had come up with that, the first baseman had to get off the line a little bit there, so she was thinking Libby Hatcher maybe a throw, but now we're going to have a pinch runner for the catcher here, which will be number 9, Ivy Vaught, for an IMT insurance substitution.
Nice lead-off single there by Callie Richards, the catcher, ripping one down the first baseline.
Her first hit of the day. Now here comes Ava Hodenadel, the DP. She doubled in the third inning, single and a double. She was caught stealing in the second, so she's 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI.
Pinch runner, Ivy Knott, the freshman, not getting too far off first base out of respect for Bailey Grant.
1-1. Swing and a miss. Looked like she was fainting a little bit, like she was going to go. Ivy Vaught over at first, but now we'll see what she does here. No out, so you don't want to run yourself out of the inning, but ground ball, you got to be moving. And that one's a ball, 2-2.
Yep.
Grabenbauer, she's not even looking, it's not like
in baseball.
In baseball where you have to look. She's
Pitchers.
just focusing, and she leaves that up to her catcher to
Yes,
decide if she's going to whip it down there, because you can't leave until the pitch is released. So and that one's high. So count goes full here. Good at bat by Hohenadel.
It is. Peyton Grabenbauer was ahead in the count here as a pitcher, and now a good at bat.
And with the 2 hits she's had and the one big double, you got to be a little careful with her. She's got bat. This one foul, rip foul. Can't hang anything over the plate. And get the ball back in from left field.
A lot of pitches by Grabenbauer against Hohenadel.
This one ripped. Foul. that end into the tree, it would have been in the second row of cars out there. That's now the 7th pitch here. Went to 3-2, just fouled 2 off.
Owen Nadel is battling. Runner on first.
See the power in her swing right there. Here's the 3-2 again. And got her on the change-up throw down to first, back in time.
You're ready for another double play, aren't you? Not this time. But I like the gun by Grant, keeping the first base
But
runner.
how about that pitch? Take a little off and fooled Owen Nadel.
Yeah, and going high.
And she was, you could see where she was ripping on those, looking for something. Brings up Haley Corrados. She sacrificed, doubled, drove in a run, so 1 for 1 with a run scored. 1 out, runner at first. Takes the bunt, pulls it back. Van Meter's been pretty aggressive on the base pass, but right now, this heart of the lineup kind of waiting on their hitters. There's a strike right on the outside edge. 0-2. Gravenbauer ahead of the batter. Runner going, throw, got her! Nice arm by Bailey Grant. Gunned down the runner.
She was a good connection there by Grant to Hala. That 2-6. No stealing that base on Bailey.
This one looped up to the shortstop, an easy fly ball catch to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th here, and Van Meter's still leading, top of the 6th here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We know that carrying your groceries out to your car seems a bit old school. That saying hello and asking about your day feels like a thing of the past. Being best at fresh, it's not just a fad. Serving high-quality meat at affordable prices? Talk about a throwback. But at Fairway, that's kind of our thing. Because some things never go out of style. Friendly at Fairway. It's more than just a name.
Here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Top of the 6th coming up. We're in a hydration break now, although the temperatures dropped down around 92. It had been up to 96, and some of the clouds moving in. They're a little grayish, but they aren't letting any rain loose, but they are blocking the sun a little bit more here. Joanna Settles here with Dar Danielson. Go ahead, sorry.
Yes. I mean, it's a little nice out, and the teams decided, hey, let's do some chants with all our fans, and it is loud in the stands.
Well, I think they both can see this is, could tilt one way or the other here with a big inning. And East Marshall hopes this is the one, or as they get ready, it's East Marshall 3 runs and 5 hits, 1 error. And Van Meter 4 runs on 9 hits and 3 errors.
Yes, East Marshall, impressive defense there in the bottom of the 5th inning, especially after Callie Richards, the catcher for Van Meter, started the inning off ripping that single down first base, and they couldn't even get to second base before there were 3 outs. So impressive defense by the East Marshall Mustangs.
Got that 6-4-3 double play. And now while we're waiting here, let's tell you once again about our title sponsor. Brought the 2025 Girls State Softball Championships brought to you by the Iowa Farm Bureau. They're a proud sponsor of the Girls Athletic Union. Committed to championing the talent, determination, potential for these young athletes. The future of Iowa. The majority of them won't go on to play college softball. Some will, but they'll go on to do other things and, hopefully find a home in the state and continue the tradition.
Yes, some of these folks are, some of these girls are going on to play. Catcher Kelly Richards headed to DMAC to play. We talked about Finley Netton to go to UNI, which is exciting. And then Ava Hohenadel, she's going to Bryant and Stratton College. So softball doesn't end this week for all of them.
All righty, we got the warm-up in, and again, it's Aniston Netton who came in relief. Callie Richards catching. Netton in the circle. Alice Ruggles at first. Hallie Corrados at second. Finley Netton at short. Mara Corrados at third. Schnell, Vaught, and Crick at the outfield. Veda Bryan, center fielder, takes it high for ball one. She walked and scored that run back in the fourth inning, and that was the at-bat where she just stood in there for about 8 pitches and finally drew the walk. This one ripped foul.
She was very patient at that at-bat. Really important because that was a big run for the Mustangs.
Yeah, when you're trailing any base runner of any kind, it is important. 1-1. High. Yeah, keep an eye on those papers.
Put my fans to work.
2-1 now. Senior center fielder, that one's low. 3-1.
She's looking for another walk. Look at Veda Bryan. But Aniston Netton, look for her to get one in the zone here.
Came in and she fouled it off. So back to where she was in the fourth inning. That at bat, it went full. She fouled 3 pitches off and then drew the walk. Netton would like to finish it off without all that. And she does on the outside edge. I think Bryan knew that.
Wow, living on the edge. That was on the very outside edge of that home plate.
Caught the black edge there, yep. Brings up Libby Atcher, the right fielder. She lined out to short and then sacrificed, so 0 for 1 on the day.
Yes, but what a pitch for Netton.
Low is the ball. This one hit the second, up and over for the out.
Textbook for Haley Corrados to Alice Ruggles.
So that was the fourth inning when Netton came in and got that walk. And then since then, well, she's got a little defense behind her, but now looking at a 1-2-3 inning here. But Michaela Hollow would say, let's see about that. She's a shortstop. Struck out looking, grounded out. 0 for 2. Takes a ball. And Reese Marshall, a little urgency now as they're in the 6th inning and they're still down a run. That one lost the grip there.
Off the leg of the umpire.
That's where them shin guards come in handy.
I hope it was long enough. That was a very low.
I speak from experience on that, having umpired a couple of years.
It's not as easy as it looks, is it?
No. Well, the worst thing is hot days like this, you're wearing all the equipment, but. .3-0 count here.
Michaela Hollow will hold on this pitch.
Yeah, probably dead red holding on it. We'll see what It does, and it's a strike. So we'll see if he has her hold again, and look. That one comes up high. And a base on ball. It's the second one of the day for Netton.
There's been a lot of action for teams with 2 outs.
And Delaney Ryan comes up. She reached on an error last time. And, well, she's reached on an error twice.
She has. She's hit it to the shortstop.
0 for 2, yeah.
Yes.
But that last time it kept things rolling.
It did both times,
because
right?
It turned the order up, yeah. Turned the order around.
She's always up with 2 outs. Again, put it in play for Delaney Ryan, the 9th batter for the Mustangs.
It's that runner at first there represents, Hollow represents the tying run. A little butterfly flying through.
Second baseman Delaney Ryan.
East Marshall has not attempted to steal on catcher Kelly Richards yet from Van Meter.
First pitch. She squares, draws back, takes a ball.
Trying to work that outside corner. A little too far out on that pitch.
And she's gone to, she's gotten in the hold of the first couple batters here, except for Atcherson, who hit the second pitch. This one popped up, gonna drop foul. Third baseman coming in, it almost hung up long enough to get underneath it, but no. And
Coach Hosky didn't like that. You never bunt up. Always lay one down. It's 1-1. Defense is ready. Look for her to swing away.
2 out, runner at first, 1-1 count here. The runner at first is the tying run in the top of the 6th. Tried to lay that down, foul. 1-2.
Even on both of those pitches, Aniston Netton, the pitcher for Van Meter, doing a nice job of keeping that ball high in the zone, making it more difficult to put down a bunt. 1-2 count here on Delaney Ryan.
She steps back in the box. Holla at first. That one's high. 2-2.
Two outs and a runner on first. What can Ryan do?
Got to be protecting and looking. Pitch is in there, which it was, and struck her out. To end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th here for Van Meter. 6, 7, and 8 due up at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Class 2A quarterfinal of the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. You see there, it's a tight one, 4-3. Van Meter, the number 1 seed, leading the number 8 seed here, East Marshall, coming up to bat. Big inning for Peyton Gravenbauer for East Marshall. You don't want to give up any more runs and hope you can come back then in the top of the 7th and tie it up or take the lead here and put the pressure back on Van Meter.
He does. She's done a nice job today, moving things around, using some off speed, and she has a great defense behind her. How about the double play?
Bottom of 6th, yeah. There's a strike. to Bianca Prickett, the right fielder. So again, if you can close out this one, then you have your at bat in the top. But I'm sure Van Meter, they're going to try to get whatever they can to add insurance. That one's outside, 1-1.
She's in the back of the box, ready to slap.
This one lifted up, foul. 1-2.
Peyton Grebenbauer keeping that pitch high in the zone as well against this slap hitter, Bianca Prickett. Prickett has to go with that pitch, try to pop it over the infield if she wants to slap that high ball. Same pitch again, I like it.
Yeah, just outside. 2-2.
Anything lower in the zone, much easier for the slapper to put it down.
Right to the shortstop, up. And a little closer than with a good run down the first, but she's thrown out for out number 1. Moves up Mara Corrados, the third baseman. She singled, reached on a fielder's choice, 1 for 2.
Yes, definitely an advantage in the shorter distance to first base from those lefties. But here's the right-handed Mara Corrados.
And a ball to lead her off. Everybody at normal depth in the infield right now. Prickett hitting 480 coming in. There's a strike right on the inside edge. See that breeze blowing our camera a little bit in the outfield. That one down the line will be foul.
Ashton Weeder's like, I don't need a glove. I'll just barehand that. That's the third baseman mentality. Gotta love it.
1-2 now. And that takes a wicked hop as she's going down to get it. Yeah, they're going to call that a base hit. I was thinking that too, because she went down and man, it just popped right up and it didn't like get by her or under her. Brings up Alice Ruggles, the first baseman. She reached on a fielder's choice and doubled her last time up, stranded at third. So 1 on, 1 out. Ruggles will bunt it. Pitcher takes, throws, and gets under the glove of the first baseman. And that's going to be an error.
Sacrifice bunt, Ruggles saved first on the air. Kratos all the way over to third. Timeout on the field.
And Ruggles, as she ran to first base, she saw the bobble, and so she actually turned left. So she had to sprint back to first base because she was live on a tag out.
Yeah.
I don't know if Grebenbauer knew it, but you better get back to first if you turn left when you come around first base.
I think she was more focused on getting the ball so that runner at third didn't head on around.
And that's lucky for Alice Ruggles
Yeah.
because she still should have turned to the right and back around.
So a little meeting in the circle here now.
Yes, Coach Jerry Hosky from East Marshall, 18 years of service. His current coaching record is 426 wins and 153 losses. Means he has 153 tips of wisdom from what he learned from those losses.
So I think they're going to get a pinch runner at third now, or at first.
Yes, for Alice
First.
Ruggles.
Okay, yeah.
Number 9 coming in.
That's Ivy Vaught. Oh, wait a minute, no. They're going to send her to third, yeah. So
That was a
an
trick
IMT
play.
Insurance substitution. Well, I was thinking maybe they'd send her to first and then have her go for the steal there, but I think maybe they're going to put her at third, hoping that, that puts a little more pressure on the defense if you bobble one. Then,
Number 9, running at third base, pinch runner for Corridos.
Number 13, Aniston Netton up here for Van Meter. They're up by 1 with 2 on and only 1 out, so a big opportunity for the Bulldogs.
Netton came in to pitch.
Now here's the situation. Bailey Grant, the catcher for East Marshall, is a great at throwing her out. So they're not obviously giving her second. Alice Ruggles, she stays on first on the first pitch.
Fouls it off. Netton.
Fouls it off because you know that Van Meter wants to get Ruggles to second, so they can, with a base hit, score 2 instead of just 1.
Netton in her first at bat, she stepped out of the box when she hit the ball, so that goes as a strikeout. So 0-2 in the count now. That one high. Whoa.
Nice grab by Bailey Grant.
That almost went over her head to the backstop, but which might have scored a run, most likely. So 1-2. Outside ball. 2. Outside.
Good look by number 13, Aniston Netton.
Count goes full.
For the 8th grader, the lefty.
So Netton trying to work it. She's pitching. She's trying to help her own cause by getting in an extra run here. This one ripped by the second baseman for a hit. And all the runners are down. Oh, Netton overruns second. Now they're trying to send a runner at third, but they let Netton go back.
Netton was on her way to third. Big hit.
And they had her off, but that would have only been the second out, and the runner could still come home. So wisely, East Marshall.
Just get it back in the circle. They're trained.
Yeah.
They know what to do because Netton overran second and did a nice job of freezing instead of running back because she would have been tagged had she gone right back to second base, and there was no hurry. Again, you can sometimes get your teammate home or get them in a pickle while you get to second and possibly even third base.
Corridos does come in. That brings up the top of the order. Finley Netton, who homered, flying out and grounded out, 1 for 3 with the home run and RBI. What have we not had in this game yet?
Squeeze.
Squeeze, yeah. Well, looked like they attempted one and then they threw the runner out over there. Remember that? Strike.
That wasn't a squeeze.
It wasn't quite a squeeze, no. She was
No.
coming off, yeah. Close, but 1-1 here. Then Meters added an insurance run. Still 1 out. Runners at second and third here. This one hit the short right under her glove. That's going to score a run.
Ruggles scores.
And an error. Netton first. Ruggles scores. Makes it 6-3. Brings up Maddie Schnell, the left fielder. She's flied out to center twice, singled, caught stealing.
We have an update from the other diamond. West Fork is up 7-0 over Durant in the top of the 5th inning.
So the number 5 over the number 4. And there's a strike.
Ooh, the delay steal. Nice. Nice work on the bases to get around. And, Netton Knows how to steal bases. No attempt there by East Marshall to stop
There's
that
a bunt, there's a squeeze, and she's in. Throw down to third, runner goes to second.
That's Van Meter. Softball right there. Forcing so much pressure on the defense. Creating points, scores, creating extra bases. And trying to get this game out of reach now at 7-3.
7-3. So the fielder's choice for Snell. She goes from first to second on the throw home. Netton scores.
A nice bunt by Maddie Schnell.
And here's Kelly Richards, the catcher.
Only one out for the Mustangs, the concern.
Yeah.
Because these are the best two base runners for Van Meter that are on.
This one bunted high, caught. They throw to third, not in time. And they're pleading. They thought they beat her back. But they're saying no.
Did you say net in time or not in time?
Net in time.
It was a great heads-up catch and a quick throw to try to get her at third. East Marshall coach Jerry Hosky
He's coming out arguing
questioning that. Again, 3 umps. He did have a good look at it. He was in the right location.
He said he got her up here, and so now they're talking about it.
Got the fans from East Marshall fired up.
Yeah, because what they're saying is it's a force out. There didn't have to be the tag because it was a fly ball. And the umpire breaks it up, says, okay, let's play. Brings up Ava Hodenadel. Hodenadel, a single, a double with an RBI, run scored, and a strikeout, 2 for 3. Just 2 outs now. Runners at second and third, and it's a strike for Hohenadel.
Hohenadel, the cleanup batter. She had a single and a double earlier.
That one bounces by the catcher. The run's going to get in on a wild pitch.
And Schnell also advances from second to third base. Some more insurance runs for Van Meter.
And the count 1-1 on Hohenadel. Inside. Outside. 3-1.
High and out. Peyton Gravenbauer taking a moment to refocus in the circle, trying to get out of this inning.
And that one bounces by. No, it's a walk. Okay, so that's right. It was ball 3, so ball's dead. Hohenadel goes down to first.
Yes, that was a dead ball. She was hit by the pitch.
She was hit.
When
Okay.
it contacted her foot, that stops all play, which was.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Bailey
didn't see
Grant
that.
was confused. She's trying to
Yeah.
throw him out, hustling after the ball, throw him out at home
Okay,
plate, and
so-
no one was there. But that's why, dead ball.
Okay. Well,
Now runners on the corners. That's back-to-back hit by pitch.
by pitch. Corrados. Well, that doesn't necessarily hurt him too much because you got now 2 outs, bases loaded. You could go to any bag.
And this is where the heat does play a little bit of a factor. This is the 9th batter that Peyton Grabenbauer has faced. It's tough. It's frustrating
and not only
as a
her,
coach.
and then Bailey Grant back there and squatting behind the plate. It's a lot of pitches you're catching and up and down, and so they have a little meeting at the circle, and
they just need one more out to get out of this inning.
Bianca Prickett will come back up here.
Yes, force out at any base.
She grounded out to start the inning. There's a strike.
Yep, and she's the slap hitter. Notice how she starts in the back of the batter's box.
Bianca Prickett, 1 for 3 on the day. Second at bat in this inning, she takes 2 strikes. Well, they absolutely have to shut it off here because 5 runs is going to be asking a lot in the top of the 7th, but this one hit in the gap. 1 run is in. They're going to hold the runner at third.
Maddie Schnell scores. Ava Hohennaedel gets to third. Hallie Kratos to second, and then Mara Kratos now at first base.
Who's on first? You're supposed to say, I don't know. Come on.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know. Who's on first?
We're both getting
Who's
tired.
on second?
Yeah. What's on
I'm like
second?
Mara.
Yeah,
Mara's
I know.
on first.
Yeah. I was trying to catch you there, but.
Bravo.
Okay,
And a
so
big
now-
applause here for East Marshall's pitcher, Peyton
Grabenbauer.
Grabenbauer,
Yep.
pitching through 6 innings here in this 92-degree weather.
And an IMT insurance substitution as Taylor Halverson will come in, the freshman. 6 appearances on the season, 3-2 record. And
She might just need a break from the heat, and maybe Taylor Halverson can finish this inning up, and she could, Peyton might come back the next inning. Who knows? But there might not be.
Your attention, please. We just found a Samsung phone with a black case in the men's restroom. It is now up here at Channel Seeds Field press box. It is yours and can identify
Again, East Marshall just needs one more out, 2 outs here as they change pitchers. Bases are loaded.
Halverson, 4.32 ERA, 3-2 record. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, only 24 1/3 innings pitched.
Sorry, it's Bianca Prickett on first base.
Yeah.
Mara's up now. That's who's on first, Bianca.
Yeah. Mara Kratos. Yeah, I know it's hard. I had to move my. And Kratos singled and scored last time up.
In this inning.
Yeah.
That's the confusion.
Yeah, because.
Nice strike there by Taylor Halverson to come in, and
So Kratos 2 for 3 with a run scored. Bases loaded. 2 outs. A tough place to come in for Taylor Halverson. 1-1. Here's a strike. 5 runs in the inning for Van Meter. This one hit to the shortstop and safe.
bobbles it just a bit.
Be an error on the shortstop.
Yes, but she needed all the time she could have to get that over to Peyton Grabenbauer, who's now on first base.
Alice Ruggles, first baseman, comes up. Reached on a fielder's choice, doubled, reached on an error, scored a run. Here's a strike. Lead 10-3 now, 12 hits. 10 runs and 12 hits for Van Meter. This one lifted foul.
Alice Ruggles hitting for the second time in this inning. Bases are loaded, 2 outs.
1 and 2.
A little high and outside. Six runs in this inning so far by Van Meter.
Well, hit the batter. That'll bring in another run. And that's a 10-run rule after 5. It'll be 11-3. Van Meter will advance.
Seven runs in that 6th inning. You can see Van Meter advancing to the next round.
Play Wednesday at 3 o'clock on Iowa Central Field. All right, Joanna, another good ball game. A little bit of everything here today, and the number 1 seed advances.
Yes, they average 10 runs per game, and here they have 11, and just, go bat all the way through the lineup. So a great offensive prowess by Van Meter to, East Marshall kept it close for a long time and then blew it open in the 6th to win 11-3.
All right. That's thanks to Devin on the controls here today. That's going to wrap it up in this 2A quarterfinal from the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.